Hello my darlings, I'm TwisTay, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a movie that really packs on the feels. I'm going to talk to you about The Quiet Place. Quiet Place is about a post-apocalyptic world where a husband, wife, and their children are trying to survive from these creatures that will attack at any type of sound. The tensions are even higher to the extreme because one of the children is deaf. When I first heard of this film, I had high expectations for this film because any horror film that has to do with the majority of its scares just based on sound, not from jump scares, from actual sound, to me makes it more terrifying. You can watch a movie with your ears plugged or your ears closed and you will be able to get some scares, but when it comes to the music, the atmosphere, and the noise, that's what really kicks it up a notch. And this really kicked it up a notch. You immediately bond with all of the family, especially after a tragedy happens within the first 10 minutes of the film. And you get this sense of anxiety and dread for the entire family members because you're wondering to yourself, how are they able to live with this? How are they able to do a living, especially since, slight spoiler, they're expecting a baby. So you're wondering to yourself, how is this going to be possible? Especially in this world where the monsters hear a slight noise, they will come and attack in immediate notice. It's just builds up so much anxiety. The one negative that I have about this is the design of the monsters. To me, I kind of feel like we would have had a more terrifying experience if we had never seen what the entire creature looked like. After you see it, it's kind of a slight disappointment, especially when you start comparing it to another weird looking monster that is quite popular and also terrifying. I'm pretty sure that you guys noticed this too. Alright my darlings, let's get down to business of what it has and what it has not. And I will let you know if A Quiet Place is worth watching or if you should just turn that volume up. There are two horror cliches, and one of the cliches is that the family lives in the middle of a cornfield. That to me is just asking for trouble because it's freaking corn. The leaves will be able to make little noises here and there. You're kind of screwed in a way, but I guess it gives the feeling of isolation, especially with where they are, because they can't call anybody, they can't shout for help, they're just all on their own. There are 5 eerie moments, and one of the eerie moments happens to be when the family is having dinner and the kids start to play Monopoly, and suddenly, and the deaf daughter, she pushes the lamp and it starts to a fire in the house. And the dad needs to put the fire out, and then you wait to see if there are monsters. That just gave me so much anxiety right there because you know the circumstances, so you're like, man, what is going to happen? There are 5 suspenseful moments, and one suspenseful moment is in the first 10 minutes, and that has to do with the toy rocket scene. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know exactly why that is such a soul-crushing and suspenseful moment, and it just leaves you with dread. I'm not going to go into complete details about it, but holy crap, I cried. There is one jump scare in this entire movie, and to me it is a stupid jump scare because the family believes that there are the creatures on the roof, but then when they look over to the window, you see something drop with a scream noise, and it turns out to be a couple of raccoons. So I guess in a way they do have the one stupid jump scare, but then at the way end you kind of think to yourself, oh, it's just stupid raccoons, whatever, and the raccoon is walking and then suddenly you see the creature come in and snag it, and you're like, Oh my god. I'm gonna give this movie 4.5 out of 5 stars because the acting, the atmosphere, the character buildup, all the anxiety, all the suspense, it is all there and it's absolutely fantastic. However, I feel that it could have done less dialogue, even though there's only 25 lines of dialogue. And the design of the creature either should have been hidden or should have been completely different. But that's just my personal opinion, but this is definitely a favorite of mine, and it's been a while since I've felt all this anxiety and all this tension, so I highly recommend that you go see it. So have any of you guys seen The Quiet Place? What did you think about it? What are your favorite horror movies that have to do with individuals who are either hard of hearing or are deaf? Please write your comments down below and we will have a discussion about that. Do you have a horror movie you would like for me to review, old or new, or even a foreign movie? Please write them down below and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. Or if you are on Twitter, you can go and follow my Twitter handle, which is down in the description, and send me a direct message for a movie suggestion. If you liked what you've seen, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button.